In this video, I'll give you a quick view into where we are with building out Kowalah and how a buying group can use Kowalah to run great buying processes, to help choose the right vendors, and to reduce that fear of messing up that causes so many buying processes to end up with just keeping what you have today. A buying process typically has an average of 11 people in it. That might be the person that's running the process. It might be the lawyer. It might be the technical support team. It might be the implementation partners. And that group have to follow a buying process. And Gartner break this down into 6 phases. Firstly, they've got to identify a problem. Then they've got to explore possible solutions, which might include buying something else, but it might also include using what they've got today or configuring it or customizing with some partners, some system integrators. They've then got to gather requirements. We know we want to buy something, but what does this thing need to do? Then they've got to go and select suppliers. Right, we know what this thing needs to do. Do these suppliers do that? Having made their choice, they then got to validate that, typically with a proof of concept or a pilot, speaking to customer references. And then finally, consensus. We now know what we want to do. We need to get everyone on board, including our CFO and other people that need to sign off the budget. Now, for many people that are going through a buying process, this is the first time they've done that. It's not their job. It's not on their LinkedIn, buyer of marketing automation technology. They've got to go through it for the first time. And because of that, they're often doing it blind. They're reaching out to Slack communities, speaking to peers. What am I supposed to do? And that's the problem that Kowalah solves. So for each of these stages, there are specific best practice things that they should be doing. Help me to write a problem statement. Help me build a business case. Help me create a solution options document and go and interview various people about what we want to do. Help me to figure out the requirements and make sure that we can run great requirements gathering workshops and so on. And so Kowalah is built around these specific asks using our best practice behind each of these prompts into the AI model so that we can support you. So for example, help me improve a current requirements document. You're going to be able to write a little bit more about what your current requirements are, upload that requirements document, and then we're going to help you to improve that. Now, so that's just the core of the process. But how do we make sure that all of our conversations are built around a specific buying process? And that's where the concept of a project comes in. So here, for example, we've got to buy a new CRM. We want to move off our homegrown platform where we've scaled up beyond spreadsheets. And so here we have the concept of a project, which you can invite multiple people in your team towards. And within that project, we can start to add in custom information, custom knowledge. That might be some of the recordings of your initial meetings. It might be an initial business case that you've written. Anything that is going to help your questions into Kowalah be a lot more specific and personalized for yourself. And within that, because we know what you're buying, we can start to suggest some of the right questions that you should be asking. So that's really is the core of Kowalah, very simple use case. As a user, you might set up a team, you might have individual projects, and you're going to ask questions, and Kowalah is going to help you as you go through that process. Next up for us is about building more around the chat functionality so that this works properly and is plugged into the AI models using the context of your project, using the context of our knowledge of what a great buying process looks like, and delivering you great advice and guidance as you go through that buying process.